Let's talk about a tale of two fates. Detroit is in bankruptcy while people who brokered a huge loan for the city has moved on to a much richer lifestyle.
That's right. One of those worked in the Kwame Kilpatrick administration, then jumped ship right after that questionable deal.
7 Action News investigator Jim Kirchner is live in our newsroom with a look at the case, and he's talking with key people asking the questions. Jim?
Yeah, Jeff and Carolyn, $1.4 billion at stake in this lawsuit between the city of Detroit and Wall Street banks. They tried twice and failed to settle this in bankruptcy. The second attempt was struck down by the judge. Now a key figure has emerged, hitting it big, while the city is indeed in bankruptcy.
That this is the deal that threw this city into bankruptcy.
The deal was brokered by this man, Sean Wardlow, who was Detroit financial director in 2005 under then-Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. Wardlow also testified for the government against his former boss in December of 2012 during the Kilpatrick corruption trial. In 2005, Wardlow helped get the $1 billion loan passed at City Hall. Then in November of that year, jumped ship to the company that helped broker the deal, SBS Financial. City Council was urged by public safety unions and pension officials to turn down the deal. It was too risky.
It was a bad deal all the way, and the pension board trustees were saying that from day one.
George Orzik was chairman of the police and fire pension system then and is back in the top spot today.
They just told me I was a fireman, go back to work.
Here's why they're now asking questions, and more could come out of the lawsuit brought by emergency manager Kevin Orr. Just last year, Wardlow purchased this plush $1.5 million home in Bloomfield Hills. He divorced his previous wife and married another broker in the Detroit deal, Suzanne Shank. They both work for a new company, Siebert, Branford and Shank, investment bankers and financial advisors to cities.
It stands to reason there's more to it than what we're being told.
Like what?
I don't know the answer to that. I would like to know, and by that, I would like for everyone who can investigate this to investigate it.
Now, just as we were coming on the air this afternoon, I got a statement from a public relations firm in New York City speaking on behalf of Wardlow, saying city attorneys are calling this deal a sham, but they point out it was necessary to avert a financial crisis in the city of Detroit in 2005. They also point out that this deal was fully reviewed and vetted by several experts, including stakeholders in the city at the time. But this is subject to a big lawsuit between the city and these Wall Street banks right now moving forward. Jeff, Carolyn?
Well, Jim, I would assume that $1.4 billion, that's a lot of money in that lawsuit. Can we eventually, hopefully, recover some of that?
That's the intent here, and they tried twice to resolve this with a negotiated settlement. But remember, the second time when they took that to Judge Stephen Rhodes, he said no. He was not comfortable with that deal, and in fact, many people were surprised by that. There was actually a gasp in the courtroom that day.
Okay, Jim, thank you very much.